Which presidential candidate and why? More than one of you asked about high school. Why are y'all asking about high school? Okay, so a lot of you really want to know my relationship status.
There's no going back.
Squad ain't with me.
Hello to everybody and their moms, it's your girl Kristen here and welcome back to my channel. If you notice, yes, I'm coming to you completely busted. That is because we're gonna be getting ready together today and I'll be answering some of your questions. If you notice, we actually just reached 500 subscribers like a couple days ago, which is bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers, okay? It's crazy, it's insane, but in the best way possible. And it made me realize,
You know what, there are probably a couple of people who don't know you personally, Kristen.
and I was like,
Oh my god, self, you're a genius.
that's really cringy. But the point is, I was like, it's about time that I did a Q&A on my channel. So before we get started, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe. I promise you will not regret it, okay? I promise you won't, okay? You can hold me accountable, okay? You will have a good time here. And because I really want to elevate my appearance, let's go ahead and get started. And we're gonna go ahead and just start it nice and hot, nice and juicy. First question I have is, which presidential candidate and why? So I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. I typically don't like talking about politics. Like, that's something I just don't like doing. However, I feel like the way that our country is currently being ran is a little bit embarrassing. And so I have no problem announcing that I do not want to have our current president be in office again. I don't want that happening. I feel like I've been trying to give old Trumpy Trump the benefit of the doubt. However, it's just come to this point where, you know, a lot of things that he's said I can't really excuse, a lot of his actions, and then also, you know, this past VP debate where his vice president like explicitly stated how he was offended that someone would say or even insinuate that America has systemic racism. So child, anyways, that basically explains my stance on that. Okay, next, how has your mental state been? You know what, if we're gonna keep it a buck, if we're gonna keep it 100, it has been suffering. It has definitely been suffering. And like, all jokes aside, it's been really exhausting seeing a lot of people get murdered, you know, at the hands of police brutality. It's a bit exhausting at this point. All right, we got a little bit serious, so I'm gonna bring it back. Someone asked, pancakes or waffles? Definitely waffles, love. Definitely waffles, because I love that waffles have like those little syrup pockets, okay? I love that. I absolutely love it. I love a buttery waffle. It just beats a pancake for me like every time. Like, sorry, not sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if you like pancakes more than waffles, anyway. Okay, so next, if you could live anywhere for a year, where would it be? Personally, you know what, anywhere but here. It's not that bad here, but like, you know, you look at other countries and how they're, you know, living and thriving, and you can't help but feel a little bit jealous. You just can't help yourself. One thing I've been watching recently, thanks to my sister Jasmine, shout out to Jasmine, is this show. I think it's called like something about the Mediterranean. It's like Mediterranean Life or something. I'll put it on the screen. Check it out if you haven't seen it. But the point is like it's like a house hunters moment, but like overseas. So somewhere in the Mediterranean is probably where I would like to reside. Do you like being in Texas, or do you eventually want to relocate? Personally, I would like to relocate, especially after like looking in different areas. Part of me just really wants to venture outwards, but in the same sense, it's also kind of like Texas really gives you a bang for your buck. So I'll just say yes and no. I hope that makes sense. Okay, someone asked, what is my idea of a perfect day? For me, it's like maybe 70 degrees outside-ish, maybe a little bit cooler. I love a cloudy moment, but also when it's like the sun is still like maybe peeking through the clouds a little bit, so it's just a little bit warm. I guess hammock weather, like weather that I can like be in a hammock in and like not be sweating and like dying, but also not shivering and like shaking. So, you know, whatever that is, basically like springtime. I look crazy. What is one language you'd like to learn? I've always wanted to learn sign language. Like, I know the alphabet in sign language, but I've always wanted to learn it in full. I feel like before I would like to learn like Spanish or French or like Mandarin or something like that. I've always wanted to like master sign language. I feel like that's a language that like really could be beneficial. Okay, so someone asked, where were you born? When is your birthday? I feel like those two kind of go together. So I was born in Los Alamitos, California, and my birthday is December 26th. So I expect all of you to wish me happy birthday. I'm totally kidding. Okay, so what is your favorite thing about you? Whenever I get asked this, I always say
my personality.
But like, I kind of feel like if I'm gonna give like a real answer, I like that I'm a warm person. I feel like I'm a very like inviting person. So I think that's one thing I like about me. What is one of your goals? I'd love to become my own boss one day. I would love to be my own boss. I don't really like the idea of working for someone else. I will do it. However, I would like to not have to. So there are a lot of questions about COVID. So something positive and something negative about how COVID has affected you. And then what's been the hardest thing about quarantine? Let's see. Something positive has been that I've been able to like have access to opportunities I normally would not be able to have access to. So for example, I'm doing an internship right now, and where it's typically located is on the West Coast. So normally I would not have the opportunity to be able to even entertain the opportunity, you know, to do this internship. But because of COVID, I've been able to. But then also in the same way, COVID has really prevented me from like seeing the people that I love. And I just feel like it's changed a lot of things. I can't really look at the same things that I used to. For example, I'll keep it 100. Buffets. I am too scared to go to buffets now. I can't go. I can't do it. So thanks, COVID. The hardest thing about quarantine, waking up every single day and just like more death. Have you learned anything about yourself recently? Yes, I have learned that I'm really, really good at multitasking. As I'm multitasking right now. So to provide an example, I'm doing my college classes, I am doing an internship. Also for like half the semester, I was a nanny. Then in addition to that, I started a little bit of a business. So I've been working with some clients on that. And then I have my YouTube channel and I've been able to juggle all of those. So that's something that I'm really proud of. So now in relation to my internship, let's see. Could you see yourself working for the company you're interning for right now? My answer is yes. Yes, I will just say yes. Can you explain your internship a bit? Do you come up with ideas for movies? So I'm gonna be honest, I actually had to sign an NDA for my internship. That's a non-disclosure agreement. So like basically I have to keep everything on lock. So I was able to announce on social media where I am interning. I don't know if like it would be appropriate for me to disclose that on YouTube. Without disclosing too much, I will say that my internship includes working for a Emmy-nominated director's company. That's what I'll say. And what I do is like a range of things that you would do in an internship, but also we like talk about marketing strategies. Someone asked, what is your business right now? So I actually have a business. It is called NetCirc. It is actually my name backwards. The thing about NetCirc, it's like something I've been wanting to do for a minute, and I actually did it like a while ago for a couple of clients. It's like social media consulting and content creation. I'm gonna be doing like a full like brand new launch of it. So I'm currently working on my website for it. But it's something that I'm really passionate about, and I've always wanted to be my own business owner. But it's like something I'm like, I really would like to develop this into like a full-time moment, you know, in addition to like YouTube. Okay, so a lot of you really want to know my relationship status and like what's going on with that. So yeah, let me just tell you guys, I am off the market. I am not single anymore, which is like, yay, we love to see it, or at least I love to see it. So I've actually been dating my boyfriend Derek for almost 5 months. Yeah, if that comes as a shock to some people that I know, they're probably like, what? It's been this long? Yes, I like to keep things secret. I don't like I don't know, everybody and their mom to know my information. But I mean, I'll make an exception because you guys asked, so I'm letting you know that yes, it's almost been 5 months. So nearly half a year. It's kind of a big deal for me. So actually, Derek and I met back in like middle school, which is like really funny. So we were in the same district and we were both at a track meet. I actually have to tell this story without doing anything. So I always get these like really bad nerves before races, but after races, I'm like a social butterfly because I'm like, okay, cool, I'm done with my race. And so I had finished running, and like at track meets, you happen to just become friends with like everybody, like whoever you're around, you just start talking to and socializing with. And so Derek happened to be near me. And so like some of the people that went to his school and the people that went to my school, we were all just like walking and like talking together and like cheering on people and like just socializing, just like living our best little like 12 to 13-year-old lives, you know? And then basically after that, like we parted ways. We didn't really like keep in touch or anything like that. And then because of quarantine, so like low-key shout out to quarantine. That sounds really bad. But because of quarantine, we actually ended up reconnecting on social media. Then we started talking, and then we ended up meeting at the Black Lives Matter protest. Like we ended up seeing each other again. And then May 27th, I believe, he asked me to be his girlfriend, and I said yes. So Derek is like amazing. He's so sweet, so considerate. I could talk about him forever. He's so supportive and makes me so happy, and yeah. Okay, so this next question was actually asked by Derek. I have to say that because if not, y'all are gonna be like, what the heck, who asked this? So he asked, why are you so dang fine? I'm just going to not even look at that as a question. I'm just gonna say that's a compliment, and I'm just gonna say thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, next, who is my fave music artist? Y'all, I have too many. I really love this artist named John Bellion. A lot of people don't know him. I started to really like his music back whenever I was in high school, and then I realized that he and I have the same birthday, and I was like, come on, it's the Capricorn in me. I have to stand. We have no choice but to stand. So that's an artist I've always really liked, and I've always just like really enjoyed his music. But also I really like an artist named Miguel. I can listen to his music all day, every day. And then also I love J. Cole. J. Cole is just so good. I really like his music. I really enjoy his music. Knowing myself though, like this video is going to end and then I'm gonna be like, oh my God, Kristen, I cannot believe you didn't include A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So yeah, there's more people that I like, but I just can't think of anybody right now. Would you ever listen to any K-pop / K-R&B artists / music? My answer is yes. And I actually wanted to do a video on that. So I mean, if that is something that you guys would like to see, just let me know. Just holla at me, because I can make that happen. Okay, someone has asked, what is your fave item of clothing? I'm going to be honest, I love a good sweatshirt. I know that that's like sad and it's like, boo, they don't require any effort, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I love it. How would you describe your style? A struggle bus. How many siblings do you have? Okay, so I have 3 sisters, Jasmine, Sydney, and Chelsea. Hi guys, if you're watching, shout out to you guys. But I also have a brother-in-law because my sister Jasmine is married. So I consider myself having 4 siblings because I don't see him as an in-law, I just see him as my brother. Yeah, I know. So yeah, 4 siblings. Did you ever suggest a name for Luca before they decide on the name Luca? So if you guys don't know, I have a nephew. His name is Luca. And to answer that question, no. They actually surprised us when telling us his name. Okay, someone else asked, do you have any pets? No, but I actually plan on adopting a dog once I move into my own apartment. More than one of you asked about high school. Why are y'all asking about high school? I'm trying to like forget that time. So I guess the best memory I had in high school was when it was ending. But I guess like to give like a more specific moment, my project graduation where I got hypnotized. I consider that to be the best moment of high school because yeah, it sort of represents like a mic drop. Yeah, and then I never had to see anybody again. So yay! And if you haven't seen that video, that was the first video I ever posted on my channel, so check that out. I guess the worst memory I have of high school, my attempted first kiss. So long story short, some guy tried to kiss me and I poked him on the nose and said, boo. What is one thing you miss from high school? You guys, I don't miss high school at all. Actually, I miss doing theater. That's something I actually really enjoyed back in high school was being a performer. Someone says, you said you used to run. What events did you do? That is a good question. I used to do a little bit of everything. So I competed in the 400, the 800, the 1600, 3200. Back in middle school, it was the 2400. And I did steeplechase. I also did the 4x4, the 4x8, sometimes a distance medley. So yeah, your girl was a little bit of a track star. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I also did cross country. Competing on varsity, ran a 5K, which is 3.1 mile. Oh, when did you get into sewing? Y'all, I literally just like taught myself. Oh, how did you get into poetry? Do you have a fave poet? Okay, I don't think you guys actually know, but because I've never really talked about it on here, but I love poetry, okay? In terms of like fave poets, I feel like in like a perfect world, I would be like Maya Angelou. But also there's a YouTube channel called Button Poetry. So the name of the poets that I really like are more like underground. So I guess like I can tag a couple of my favorites in the description if you're genuinely curious. Okay, the last question I was asked is, what inspires you to do YouTube? In all honesty, I think it has to do with representation. So yeah, there's this idea of like wanting to be my own boss. Like that's all great and dandy, but at the same time, it's like, there are so many girls out there who look like me, but don't have anybody to really see on like YouTube. And not like on a beauty standpoint, just more of like a lifestyle, like general, like, I don't know, feel good type of way. Like that's why I create feel good content. So what I've noticed that there's like a lot of Emma Chamberlain YouTubers out there. And what I mean by that is like, you got your petite, skinny, you know, blonde, brunette haired, you know, white girl. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like we've seen it, you know? And like, I kind of wanted to represent the Black community with being like carefree and, you know, being able to do anything and everything, not fitting into one little like niche. So that is basically the end of the video. Believe it or not, I actually have to go take an exam. Back to me multitasking, you know, it's just what I do. But before I go, if you haven't enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe. I actually don't know what to make my weekly sub goal because you guys have been like subbing like crazy, but I guess we can just go with 550. So if you feel like you can help me reach that, I would really appreciate it. Also, I have an Instagram and some photos I've taken of this look will end up on there. So definitely make sure to follow me on there. The username is itschristv. It's the same username as this channel. I do that on purpose that you can't miss it. And I would love to see you there. Anyways, my arm is killing me. Like I said, I need to go take an exam. I really hope I'm not forgetting anything, but I'm pretty sure that's everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Don't ever forget that. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.